I can't believe this thing is worth $10,000 or $20,000. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to have to do a little bit better at garage sales. Probably going to have to get a new camera because right now I'm using my iPhone to video and I don't feel really comfortable walking around with my phone. And also it's kind of in the way when I'm looking at a garage sale because I'm trying to look at things, trying to figure out if it's worth me buying. Sometimes that means I have to look it up, which I need my phone. But I'm done for yard sales today. And I almost didn't go out this morning just because there wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot out there listed. I did see a couple. The reason I went out is because there was one fairly close, probably 10 minutes from me, and it advertised video games, PS3, PS4. I thought, you know, it's probably nothing. Could be something. I'm just going to get up and go. Went up and went, and it was what I thought. It wasn't much. Somebody had already beat me there. I didn't try to get there super early, though. I got there. I think they started at 7. I got there at 7:30. It's like I'm not going to get up before it's dark and get out there. Some big stainless steel drums. All right, so I bought a bunch of restaurant equipment, kind of miscellaneous stuff, not necessarily just for a restaurant. There is a big bun, like a tea maker, like you would see at a fast food place that makes the tea. And that's what those two big stainless steel drum things there for. That's for the tea. And I got that, and then I got this huge, really heavy wine dispenser, wine holder case, something that you would see in maybe a wine store, not a store, but someplace that serves wine, I should say. So that, and then this meat sealer, so some kind of an industrial device that seals meat. So some type of industrial device that seals meat. That's brand new. And I got those three things for $100. Heavy stuff, big stuff. The tea maker is dirty, so that's gonna be fun to clean up. I don't know if that works. They said it works. It probably does. They said they used it in an ice cream store. Okay. So we'll take their word for that. The other stuff came out of a company that closed, or a restaurant that closed. And I kind of believe the story because the guy looks like a guy that might do something like this, like do clean outs or you know, whatever, trash outs or whatever you want to call it. It was a place called Dean and DeLuca, and that's where the meat sealer and the wine thing came out of. So $100 for those three items. They were just happy to get rid of it. The guy was super happy to get $100. And I think I can get $100 out of the tea maker if it works. I'm gonna clean it up and I'm gonna test that. The other two things are new. The wine dispensary, whatever you want to call it. And I'll try to put a picture up if I can find one. The guy said it was hard to find. But if I can't find a picture of it, I'll find a picture of something like it. You can see what it is here. And maybe you'll see what it will sell for here. So he said it was a couple $1,000 or $4,000 new. Maybe. It feels like it could be. Will I get that? Certainly not. It's going to be hard to sell. It's going to be something I'm going to do local. And with local stuff now and restaurants, it's going to be probably a restaurant or someplace that's going to need it or use it. Probably going to be a hard sell. It's COVID time, so a lot of these restaurants, especially alcohol sales, are not open. So we'll see. May have to sit on that, but for $100 I couldn't pass on it. Then some other miscellaneous yard sales in here and there, a lot more than I thought that were going to be out there. Ended up at another yard sale. Ended up at another yard sale, and that yard sale was, I'm gonna call it one of the sale, maybe close to the sale of the year. Who knows yet? Have to go through this stuff. I got a bunch of vintage skateboards, decks, the trucks, wooden ones, some plastic ones, some weird ones. I looked up one there with the guy because the guy had no idea. I had no idea. I want to be somewhat fair, so I looked at the one deck. It looks like it's between $200 and $500, like in fairly good condition with the trucks. This particular deck didn't have the trucks. It just looked like the most interesting one as well. We looked it up. So that, and then some other miscellaneous things, and I'll go through some of those. And then 3 totes of what appears to be camera equipment, either filters and or lenses, and a whole bunch of things I had no idea about, but I have 3 totes of them. I looked at a couple, said made in Germany. I said, oh, made in Germany. That's always a good thing when you see it on a lens or a filter. The names didn't ring a bell. I didn't dig through all of it. I just looked at a couple of them. Said, holy cow, it's a whole bin full of what appears to be vintage camera lenses and or filters. So 3 tubs full of stuff like that. And a Nintendo Wii system complete, Wii Sports. Hey, I'll take it. That's $78 all day. So I paid $250 for this big pile of stuff, I'm gonna call it. I think I could probably, I'm pretty sure, I know I can make my money back on a couple items, right? But when we start going through this, I'm guessing, you know, maybe some of these filters, these things are worth $20, but maybe some of them are worth $100. And if we get lucky, I might be talking thousands of dollars here. I'm just making that number up right now. I'm hoping for thousands of dollars. I'm always very hopeful. Usually it ends up being a couple $100, but we'll see. Finally made it back. Let's take a quick look before I get this stuff out of the truck. Give you an idea what I got to deal with. There's all the skateboards. There's the wine dispenser. There's the meat sealer. There's the tea maker. Here's one of the totes. Let's just look at this real quick. What is in here? This one was, I forget what was in here. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So, what's that worth? Okay. So I just want to say this. I'm gonna go back. I had to pause there for a minute. Got a call, but I just looked up a few. There's so many of these out here. I didn't look up the exact ones. I just didn't take the time to go through it and try to find it. So Rodenstock, okay? These are all German made. And I say all because that's what a bunch of this is. Rodenstock. You can see there, it says it there somewhere. So I look up, there it is, Rodenstock. So I look up Rodenstock and wow, this is good stuff. And see, this is all look, Rodenstock. So as we're looking at these, I may try to find comps and put them on the screen, but I don't know if these are new, probably not, but they're still got the original cases. And look, it's just tons and tons of stuff. And I don't even know what these are. It's a set one. I don't know, maybe that goes into some type of projector. There's a bunch of these. And I think there's more of this stuff in another, I thought I had another box here somewhere. But let me get this stuff out and we will look at it. Yep, there's the other box. Let me get this stuff out. Here is the Wii. But I tell you what, and that's a hand massager, look at that. So I'm gonna get this stuff out and kind of spread it out a little bit and we'll look at it. Oh, and before we get it out, I'm coming to a slight issue here. I want to keep a little bit of room in here so I can move around. This is all, oh gosh, there's the vacuums I picked up I'm gonna clean up. Just, these are all tools that I picked up. So these things are just full of like vintage tools. Well, that's full of vintage fishing reels that probably are mostly broken, but those go. Vintage tools, there's all kinds of tools, and I think that's empty, that's good. And then this is my box area, what was supposed to be my box area. Well, I guess it is, that's all this area. And I just got to get this cleaned up or organized because I have nowhere to put stuff. And I got to put all this in there. So we need to start selling stuff. And this stuff is all unlisted. It needs to be listed. I just picked this up, so we'll list that today for sure. Or maybe not, because if the stuff I got is that good, I'm gonna be excited about listing that. And all this stuff is unlisted. If anybody ever watches this video and you're in the area, I'm in the Charlotte area, and you see anything here that you want, let me know. I mean, it's not that there's no value in this stuff, it's just I got so much stuff that cameras, I think that's the DVD player, you can see all those Coleman and lanterns. I mean, they got some value. Need to get this stuff listed. Okay, finally got this stuff out. I'm gonna go from excuse me, kind of the first stuff I bought to the last. I looked up this Heat Seal 625A. This I think is new. They said it's new. I can double check to see. It looks like it's still wrapped up, although I see some scratches, but who knows. So I'll check that, but if it's, I think it's new. We'll just say it's new. Okay, because I'm saying that because I see them selling for about $400 on eBay, shipping on top, and that is either refurbished or used. So we are already in the profit because I spent about $360 a day. This guy, is the wine dispenser. So that's pretty cool. And you can see everything where it's white, that's where the stainless is still covered. And I think everything is there. New open box. Here's the tea maker. It's probably 4 feet tall, 3 feet tall. I don't have any of the hookups, so, well, I have the power cord, but it'd be nice maybe to have, I think you may want something soft plastic to go on that. Now I'm missing the spigots or little things that go into there. I think I could probably get those if I wanted to, or maybe just sell this as is, but I want to test that. So those 3 things for $100. And then we'll get to this in a moment. I'm gonna skip over here. This is actually, I should have showed this first. This is the first yard sale I went to. I got the 2 games for $1. 14 is the one you want to get there. I found it one time. I actually got that for $1. Sold it same day within hours for like $125. This one will go for like $25. Starbucks bug in rough condition. I bought this for me because I like Starbucks. Fossil watch, no idea, but for $2. It is used, but condition's okay. So still have all the packaging and everything for $2. Figure why not? Those, I just love Ninja Turtles. No, not much value in there, but they're brand new sealed. Probably get $5 a piece for that. Then this is a hand massager. Picked this up at another yard sale, and it goes. I only see new listed and new sold, like $50, $60 new. I paid $3 for this, so I'm thinking maybe $25, $30. Okay, so that's all of that. Then the last sale is where I got all this stuff. Here are the boards, the skateboards. If you know what those are, I don't know anything about skateboards. I looked up this one and I looked up that one. And this one is just the board. I would say fair shape for the age, because I think it's from the 60s or 70s. I'm hoping to get a couple $100 out of it. This guy, I see one listed for $50, didn't do a whole lot of detailed research. I don't know, more research, more to come for that. Then this has a few things in it. No idea about this, but I picked it up because it is so cool. A vintage helmet made in USA. Oh, focus, focus. Pretty good condition, I think. I think for how old that probably is. Oh, let me show you this real quick. This, I think the guy made out of like old placards off of different things. So some of these probably came off of equipment. Some of them came off of displays, who knows, different places. And I think he just made this, but it looks really nice. So I may list that. I don't know. I like it just for me, but if I can get some money for it, I'll list it. Okay, so some more stuff that was in that bag. I don't think these have a lot of value usually, but maybe this one does. So we'll look it up. Minolta, isn't that like a Super 8? Is it Super 8? Auto Zoom 8? I think so, Super 8. Minolta lens. It's heavy, I will say that. I got some other stuff there, old. So we're looking at that. And in here, I dig in more into this, but really to speak of, I have a complete Wii system. A couple of remotes, a couple of nunchucks. That'll probably work. Clean that up. There's some other cords and miscellaneous stuff in there. I don't think there's anything of value, but we'll go through that. We'll just call that a Wii. And then all of this stuff, these 3 totes in a box. And I'm gonna do some more research, take my time with this, because as I showed already, that name has value. So anything I see attached with rod and stock, $50 on up to thousands. I think these are just filters for the most part. I don't think these are new, but see that? So we'll have to dig in here and see what else we got. There's a whole bunch of stuff down there. Some more smaller ones. These, have no idea what these are. They look like they slide into something maybe. So a whole box of that. And then another box of those same type of things. Right? And actually they may have lenses or filters on them. I will have to really do my research on this. And then I'm just gonna have to take my time and go through this, but you get the gist. I think there's some money here. And then the other box is full of that stuff too. We looked at some of those already. So I'm gonna go through this, take my time, look it up, make sure I get top dollar. Hopefully this stuff will sell, and you'll be seeing what this is going for as we sell it. Alrighty, so finally starting getting around to looking at this guy, and it is heavy. So I have been procrastinating on getting this, pulled this out, and I'm gonna need to clean it up. It's brand new. I mean, it's got the film. This would be stainless, or it is stainless. It's just got this film on it. Even the power cords. I don't know why there was 2 power cords. So they came in this bag here. There's 2 of them. They both look identical. This was still sealed. So this thing, at least with the power cords that came with it, has never been turned on. So we're going to see if this thing will actually come on. I'm not even sure what it would do, what it will do or should do. Give me 1 second. Can't do this with, there we go, with one hand here. Okay. Oh, so it must have already been on, so that's good. Lit right up. Making some flickering. And Serie card. So I think this is Italian made, so that may be an Italian. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I need some kind of a card to get this to work. You know, here's some type of booklet. I'm gonna open this up and see what's inside here. I'll be right back. Okay, so I haven't looked in here yet, but I pulled this out of the bag, and it looks like maybe just an instruction manual. It says card. I was hoping maybe it had a card in here. Oh, enroll for wine card. So let's see if I can skip to it real quick. Oh, unique serial number. Okay. So this is a very high-end appliance. I don't know what's going to happen to get this thing to work. A wine card. All right, I'm gonna look at this for a second and see if I can figure it out. My guess is I'm not gonna be able to make this thing actually work, but let me check. I'll be right back again. All right, here's what I'm gonna do with this guy. So I'm gonna look into it a little bit more. I had already done some research before, the model number, and kind of did some comps. Looked on eBay, Googled it. There's a couple of things like this listed used for a ton of money. So if I hadn't shown it already, you'll see comps or things that I've seen that are similar to this. I went on their website, and the manufacturer's website, and it is called Enomatic, E-N-O-M-A-T-I-C. That's the manufacturer. Enomatic wine serving systems, and they sell these, but when you go to try to price them, they you have to get like a what is it called, a quote. And it looks like more often than not they either lease these or they finance them. That tells you much about how much this guy is actually cost or what their worth is. I have no idea why somebody would pay this much for one of these things. So it's some type of a wine serving system. It lights up, you put wine bottles, I think here, or you put them inside it, or you put them somewhere, and it's a serving station. And I think you can actually, I think it's for servers more than display. I think it's more for servers. So at a place that they would want to serve wine, that's what this would be for. Okay, All right, so what I'm gonna do, based on what I see, based on a little bit I know, and because I don't have hardly anything into this, I'm gonna just go ahead and list it locally. Well, on local avenues like Facebook, I'll use Craigslist. Sometimes things like this will go better on Craigslist. I don't know, OfferUp, who knows? I'm gonna list this in a lot of different places locally. I think I'm gonna start high just to see. But the problem is, I think the problem is not just the cost, and probably that someone will have to do some type of maintenance to get this thing started. But also, this is December 2020, the end. It's almost January. There's not a lot of places that are serving wine to the public like this. Restaurant businesses are suffering due to COVID. So I think the market for this is going to be pretty small right now. So I'm going to list it though and just see. And this might be something I have to sit on for a long time. But if I can get even a few $1,000s out of this, I would be super happy. I'm probably going to list this for over 10. But if somebody came with me that were super serious with the cash offer, I've got like $30 into this, average out $30. Let's just add $100 in it. If I can get a couple $1,000s in cash, get this out of here, I might just take it. Let the next person get a great deal or make some more money on it. But that's what I think I'm gonna do. So thanks for watching. I know this kind of started out a little weird. You saw a lot of stuff and then it ended here with be just kind of like a summary of what I think about this thing, what I'm gonna do with it. I will post an update when something happens, right? Because I'm gonna be super happy about this. So again, thanks for watching. Until next time.